You know, when they asked me to participate in this, they said, we want you to come and share some of the original things you guys are doing, some things that are really different. And I thought, boy, doing that, kind of coming forward with original thought and sharing it in front of a group that's kind of scary. And then yesterday when they had us rehearsing, they said two things to me that really freaked me out. They said, one, you can't swear, okay? And two, you have to stay inside this red dot, right? So all I can think right now while I'm standing here is, don't swear, stay in the red dot. Don't swear, stay in the red dot. Don't swear, stay in the red dot. So that's my vulnerable share. Do you feel closer to me now? Okay, good. Just checking, okay? I'm here to talk with you today about some shifts that are coming in business and work. And I want to give you some tools to help you kind of think about how to keep your business relevant as these shifts unfold. Namely, the way the world values what a business does and the way a worker extracts value from their job are shifting. We see symptoms of this today. We see things like extremely low unemployment, yet extremely high job churn. We see things like rising recruiting costs, but falling performance. The gap between our businesses and our workers seems to be widening. The question is, why? I think kind of the go-to answer for most business people, whenever something they've done for a long time suddenly doesn't work anymore, is, we'll just blame the worker, right? It must be the millennial. They're just lazy and entitled, they job hop. This is just in their DNA. It's like bred into them, and there's nothing we can do about it. Well, I'm not so convinced that that's actually the case. Because life for the millennial worker isn't actually that great either. They're the largest generation in the workforce, having surpassed Gen X. So it matters how things are going for them. They're the least engaged of all generations. They change jobs 3 times more. And they have the highest rates of unemployment and underemployment. Doesn't sound so peachy. Let's zoom out for a minute, because I think sometimes when we're in the middle of living in some kind of a shift, it's a little bit hard to see what's going on. Let's talk for a minute about how businesses have created value through time. In the industrial age, we created stuff. We assigned value to creation. We innovated steel processes, we built buildings, cities, ships, nations. That's what we assigned value to as humanity. But at some point, that value curve started to kind of crest. And it was important and valuable to us still, but we didn't assign it new value. That shifted. And we began assigning value to something else. And in this case, it was efficiency. We valued things that made us more efficient. It started with the telegraph, progressed to the personal computer, smartphones, cloud computing. We value things that make us more efficient. I believe we're entering the time when this will start to crest, meaning it will still be valuable, but we're not assigning new value to it anymore. With artificial intelligence and machine learning, we will rapidly be able to automate the automation, automate the automators. Machines building machines, computer code automating computer code. When that happens, and it's happening today, we will rapidly realize the additional incremental value left for humanity to assign to this era. And as that happens, we'll begin to assign value to something else. And that something else will be what I call outcomes, a move to the relational age. What does that mean? It means in the future, being now as we shift, the world will value your business to the degree that it drives an outcome that they desire in their life, something they believe in or are passionate about. The worker will extract value from their job to the degree that it allows them to share something that they believe with the world or an outcome that they want to see. I didn't buy this iPhone 7 because of the innovative shipbuilding processes used on the boat that brought it over the ocean. I didn't buy it because it's a little bit faster or more efficient than the one I had before. I bought it because it allows me to better capture and relive memories with my kids. It has value to me. I believe in that. So what are the workers, stay in the dot, stay in the dot, stay in the dot. Don't swear, don't swear. What do the workers of this new era look like? Oops. They look like millennials. Millennials are wired for success in a relational era. They are not wired for success in an era that values incremental efficiency. Interesting. So, we have a workforce wired for success in this new age. But you know what? They're not just the largest generation in the workforce, they're the largest living generation. So this is what your customer looks like too. So that begs the question, how do I keep my business relevant as this shift unfolds? Analogy. Think about the personal computer before it had a graphic interface. Some of you in this room may not even have been alive when that, but think about the personal computer before it had a graphic interface. Was it capable of amazing things? Did it have the capabilities to word process, create a spreadsheet, save a file that I could come back to later? Yes. Was it relevant to me? No. But when they put that interface on there, it unlocked the value. Suddenly, that capability was relevant to me. It drove new efficiency into my life, and I assigned it value. This is how you have to think about your business. It's time to iterate your business. Your business, you don't need a new business, you need a new interface. What does that mean? Think of it like this. The guts of your company, the CPU and the wiring, your people, your org charts, your processes, your core values, your mission statements, your alignments, all of that is good. Does it need to keep getting better? Yes. Does anybody care? No. They assume that you're going to do that. The products, platforms, services, things that you make and deliver to the world, are those important? Yes. Do you need them? Yes. Do you need to keep making them better, faster, cheaper? Yes. Do I care? No. I care about what you believe, and I care about the outcome that you're going to drive in my life. And so does your worker. Okay. Oh, don't swear. I almost swore. How do I do this? Okay. What are you passionate about? What do you believe? You can't believe if you make kitchen tables, right? Let's make this relevant. If you make kitchen tables, you can't believe in making them cheaper and higher quality and shipped faster online. Nobody cares. You can't believe in that. You can believe in making families stronger. You can believe that if families spent more time around a kitchen table, the world would be a better place. You can believe in that, and I can believe in that. That makes it relevant to me now. The world will value your business to the degree to which it drives an outcome they desire for their life. Hiring people because they have the right values is no longer good enough. A worker in the future extracts value from their job to the degree their job allows them to drive an outcome in the world that they care about. I can find you two workers that both have integrity and ethics and are professional and care about customer service, but will deliver two completely different levels of performance. One of them is passionate about education and thinks that if we reform education in the country, the world would be a better place. Okay. Well, if people spend time with their kids around their kitchen table after dinner, we can make that happen. The other one is passionate about environmental causes. These two workers extract value from their job to the degree their job allows them to drive an outcome that they believe in on the world. One of those workers, you will never have to ask for 100% because they will give you 120% without you asking. Innovation through risk, risk through trust. When we have people around the table who believe similar things and see the world similarly, we can build trust. If we have people around the table who don't agree on anything, we can't build trust, we don't get anything done. If the people in the room agree on everything, we can build trust, we can get a lot done, but we have very few conversations. I think sometimes that the board meetings at BlackBerry sounded something like, everyone think we should keep doing the same thing? Say aye, aye, and then we innovate ourselves into irrelevancy because there's no conversation. They don't have to believe exactly the same thing. They just have to be aligned. We need conversations to drive the need to innovate, and then we need trust, so we risk. The days that a job were just a job are over. A job is a cause, right? The value I get from my job is the degree to which my job allows me to drive an outcome on the world that I care about. If my job is a cause, I want to advocate for my cause, and I want to call people to my cause. Who do I want to call to my cause? People that think similarly to me, who are aligned on the same things and outcomes and things I care about and believe in. This is talent attraction in the future. It's modern marketing inverted. We don't make customer advocates, we'll make employee advocates because they'll pull in more customers, employees, the kind that I want. This is talent attraction in the future in one slide. Grow through coaching. I really like this one. I'll sum it up as, don't just tell them what to do, okay? Listen. When you borrow a car from your friend, how do you drive it? How do you drive it? Careful, right? I use my turn signal and I don't speed and da-da-da-da-da, right? How do you drive your car? Probably less carefully. Well, your friend drives his car less carefully when he's driving his own car too. So think about this for a minute. By taking something that I care about and trusting you with it, my car was actually made safer that day by the fact that I wasn't driving it. Right? This will free you. It will free you. It is very difficult to do, but if you've done the other things I've said, you've created an organization that is highly aligned on trust. They're pulling in people who believe the same thing. They're innovating. Give them a chance. Trust them. This is for the leader. If you're the leader, you better believe what you said your company believes. If you say your company believes something, you have to believe it. People follow people. They can't follow a company. They can't follow a cause. They can't follow an idea or a concept. They follow people. This entire concept, the fabric of this whole concept, is built on belief and alignment on belief. And if you don't believe it, the whole thing falls apart. But if you've done what I've said and you've put this all together, you've created an organization that is completely aligned on what they believe. They have a high degree of trust. They're innovating and disrupting. They're pulling in new talent. They're calling new people to the cause. They're delivering an outsized return to the world. And I promise you, you are out-recruiting, out-retaining, and outperforming everybody else. Thanks.